So I guess you're wondering, why are we at the dump station?
This is what we think of 2020.
2020 has been an interesting year, an unfavorable year, just not a good year. So we're gonna dump 2020 and look forward to a big year in 2021. We got some great plans, don't we?
We really do. We got a lot of exciting plans. Some of them were plans that we had last year, which have been moved to this year, and we have even greater plans.
So stick around for that video. Hi, I'm Ricky.
And I'm Barbara.
And together we're RV Underway. If you enjoyed the RV lifestyle and love learning more about it, we encourage you to subscribe to our video. Click that bell to be notified when new content is available. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like this. Leave us a comment and also share our videos. Now we're standing here next to the closed sign because a lot of that happened in 2020. A lot of parks were closed in the beginning. We found ourselves out there with no place to go. But other less than interesting, less than favorable things happened to us in 2020. COVID-19.
Your mother passing away.
My mother passed away in March. COVID-19 was officially, I guess, established in March, early March, late February. And we had a lot of cancellations.
We did. We were supposed to meet up with the Wayward Waggs and our epic RV adventure. And
I was looking forward to that one down in Eglin.
Yep, down in Eglin, and that got closed. A lot of the military bases, of course, closed down.
Right, we're still trying to replan that one, Wayward Waggs and our epic RV adventure at Eglin Air Force Base in the Panhandle of Florida, and maybe we'll get that one in. We had another one, a concert planned we had been to several years.
Yes, we were going to a Kenny Chesney concert in Mississippi with our good friends, the Riddles. And not only did the concert get canceled, but we couldn't get any reservations anywhere.
No campgrounds. So we found that a lot of the Corps Engineer campgrounds were closed due to COVID-19. We found that a lot of the military installations were only taking active duty, and so those who were under orders had the option of camping. So we had that going on as well. But like she said, my mother passed away in March, and actually I am looking at that as a blessing.
It was, because she didn't have to live through the uncertainty and the disruption that COVID-19 put upon this country.
And upon her family. She worried very much about her family, and I think COVID-19 and the isolation and the fear couldn't have been good for her.
No.
So anyway, her passing, we celebrated her passing in March, and a lot of closures, but slowly the park started opening back up, and slowly we were getting back out. Right now we're at White Oak Creek, and we're enjoying the time with my brother and his wife, and we're having a good time.
Second cousin, drinking that Busch Light War Eagle. We're having a great fire. Come join us, White Oak Campground. Love to see you, Mama and them. We love y'all. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Fire feels great. The end of this past year is great.
We're all singing harmony. Just like that, come on. Do it again with the bip bop bip.
L to the F. We got your boudin going. We had the yeah,
It's very tasty.
Very good.
That's Tate.
way to get your boudin moving.
A Tate steak.
This is dinner.
I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison. Hello, hello. And I went to pick her up in the rain. The goddamn rain. But before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a damned old train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. Lord, you don't have to call me darling. Darling, you never even call me. I wonder why you don't call me. Why don't you ever call me by my name?
We got some come on around here.
Also, we put up a canopy with some sides on it, put a heater in there,
Yes.
had a gathering place because it's been down in the mid-20s at night. Now tonight it's only gonna get supposed to get down to the mid-30s, but it's been getting down to the mid-20s.
Heat wave.
It has been very sharp at night around here in southeast Alabama. Now, if you're anything like us, you're probably very tired of seeing this. And they're still closed. I know the kids miss the playground, but also the pavilions are closed as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about 2020 in January of last year. This year, 2020. It's not over yet. January.
Well, January we had our big resolution to downsize and sell the house
Yep, that was almost a year ago.
almost a year ago.
Did we do it?
No. Some of the delay was because of the COVID-19, but we haven't achieved that goal yet. We're working on it.
Yeah. Yep.
haven't achieved
It has begun. In the past 3 weeks, it has begun. But I just had knee surgery and need to recuperate from that. And once that's over, then we're going to hit it hard and heavy. But also in January, or was it February? No, January, we went to the show.
That's right. We went to
Big
the RV show.
In
And-
Tampa, and we had a grand time. Met a lot of YouTube personalities that we only knew from YouTube,
That's right.
and got to see them in person and meet them,
And meet many more that we then never knew.
and make lifelong friends
Absolutely.
and family members at the Tampa RV show. So that was the plus of the year. Very few pluses of 2020, but that was a plus.
A big one.
That was a big plus. Also, Mayberry.
Well, that's in October, but yes.
Yeah, we went to Mayberry in October, and that was a big plus too.
Absolutely. It absolutely helps us, encourage us to go ahead and downsize and continue this RV life, because we have really found that this really, really fits our lifestyle.
It does. Well, if you recall, back in November of 2019, I was promoted to station manager, engineer, general sales manager, chief bottle wash, cook, janitor, the whole works. And that kind of put a halt to my plans to retire in April of 2020. So we were going to go full time in April of 2020.
Right.
Those plans were off. So I was kind of locked into the job for a while. You also had some changes.
We had some changes at work. Our whole focus changed. We delivered meals to some of our homebound people, but COVID didn't allow us to downsize. We actually, I don't know, I feel that it was a big kind of, COVID didn't allow us to do the things that we wanted to do. We couldn't be with the seniors, but we were able to deliver meals to them. So I'm thankful for that, but it required us to do more work with less
People.
less benefits. So it was a really, really rough year for us at work.
So the center wasn't open for daily members to come in. No activities.
Games, no socializing.
But the
no
meals
fun
had to be
stuff.
delivered, the
Yes.
paperwork had to be done, and folks had to man the fort.
That's
So.
right. That's right.
And then in May, when things started opening back up, we had a chance to go up to Fort Benning.
Yes.
And who'd we meet up with?
The Wayward Waggs
And Scout.
and Scout.
Well, that's one of the Waggs. So we had a great time there at Fort Benning with the Wayward Waggs. And then Mid-Bay Shores, that's in Destin. Who'd we meet there?
We met up with Mike and Joan Riddle.
That was
Good
in
friends.
June.
That was in June. And we got to stay the week, and parks started opening up.
Parks.
We started having some life again.
That's when some of the Corps of Engineer campgrounds like this one at White Oak Creek started opening up, and we had Hardridge, and we had Hardridge Creek, and we had Cotton Hill, and we had the north side of Lake Eufaula. Those parks started opening back up, and we started getting back out.
I got onto the computer and booked every weekend from June until September.
She did. She booked just straight through. In fact,
through.
sometimes an entire week.
That's right. That's right. Had to take advantage of it.
That's right.
And then, you know, of course, this summer was big for us because we got Gobi.
We did get Gobi. Gobi is our four-wheel drive Jeep Wrangler JK 2018 Golden Eagle Edition, and that is our towed vehicle. And she's already been behind Matilda for a long trip up to Mayberry and back in October. So Gobi has already proven to be a perfect addition to the RV Underway road crew. So that was a lot of fun.
In September, we also met up with the Riddles. They actually came to our neck of the woods.
They came to Cotton Hill, which is just across the lake over there.
Came to our neck of the woods, and we also took a day trip to that Providence Canyon State Park. Yep, that was a nice trip. That was a great video.
That was Georgia's Little Grand Canyon. And on their way home, in our hometown of Dothan, Alabama, they got rear-ended. Their Toad got nailed in the rear end. You may remember that video. We'll put a link to it here. But yeah, that was the downside of that visit. It was a great visit. We had a wonderful time, but on their trip back, trying to get out of the area, they got rear-ended by a pickup truck and it messed their Toad up. And I think they've gotten it fixed since, and they're back home in Mississippi.
All right, also, now we're up to about October. We got to go to Montgomery and meet up with our Epic RV adventure.
That's right.
We did some sightseeing.
Went to Prattville.
Yep.
Got to eat in an old funeral home.
Yep. We went to see when Big Fish was filmed.
That's right, Big Fish. What was the name of that island?
I don't remember the name.
I don't
of the
remember
island.
anyway.
But anyway, that was all the goats and all the sights of the town of Spectre.
Spectre, that's what it was, the town of
Spectre.
Spectre. So in October, we got a chance to meet up with our Epic RV adventure.
Absolutely. We met up with them at Montgomery, Alabama, Maxwell Air Force Base.
And we also stayed at Lake Talaka at Fort Rucker.
We did. So we got to go back to some military bases, limited bases, but we were able to hit a few of those again.
And we found all the closed gates at both Maxwell Fam Camp and at Lake Talaka.
Yes, you did. The GPS will send you to a gate that does exist closest to the campsite. However, those gates are closed.
Choose the main gate. Go in the main gate. Be on the safe side. And then if you find there's another gate open, you can take that one.
Yeah.
So what else did we do in October?
October, we went up and took our first major road trip.
Big one.
We towed Gobi with us.
Right. We went to Mayberry Campground. And where was it?
Mount Airy's.
Mount Airy, North Carolina. And we got to meet up with a lot
of people, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of old friends that we met for the first time.
Old friends we met for the first time. I like that.
And also we met a lot of new friends,
Absolutely.
lifelong friends.
It was a great time. The Mayberry meetup at Mount Airy, North Carolina. And what else did we do?
Well,
On the way back,
on the way back, we went to Savannah.
we went to Savannah and we stayed at the military fam camp in Savannah and made a video of that, which you can check out.
And one of our dear friends that we met, we also met him on the highway.
We did. That was RV Kids TV.
They were on the highway passing us by because, you know, Rocky drives a little fast.
Or I drive a little slow, one or the other.
One or the other. But anyway, they were all hanging out of the windows of the truck, waving at us as they went past us. And that was the same day that they had a flat tire.
I'm glad they didn't have a flat tire when they were passing us and Matilda.
Well, they had already got their tire fixed then, but
Yeah.
it was just so cool
Yeah, it
to
was.
see our people that way.
It was.
Then we kind of ended the year with a trip in November. We went up to Tuscaloosa area.
Right, Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Once again, we met up with Michael and Shelley and Talon,
And that was in Cottondale. And who else was there?
Mel and Nettie.
Mel and Nettie, living free, zip codeless. And we went to Dreamland Barbecue.
Yes, we did.
We had a real good time catching up. Me and Mike had a great time watching Mel work on Michael's RV, putting in a external antenna for the Wi-Fi. He's a very handy person, and I tried to lend him a
Very
hand.
knowledgeable.
Yeah, I tried to lend him a hand, but he had his way of doing things, and you just stand back and let a man work.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta not help.
That's right. And that brought us up to November.
Yep.
And what else did we do?
Ooh, November?
Yeah, anything?
Not really. However, December, we finally became empty nesters once again.
We
for
did.
the last time.
We think. You can never say never.
Well, this time we're selling the house.
That's right. They won't have a place to come home to.
And the RV, no matter how big it is, only sleeps two.
And dogs.
And dogs.
That's right. And of course, we rounded out December with this trip through the holidays. We got here on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And we'll stay here through the 30th, just a couple more days. And then we'll celebrate with you guys online at our 31st of December, New Year's Eve live stream.
Which will also be a celebration.
Celebration of monetization. And we thank y'all for that.
Absolutely. Couldn't do it without you. It was only a goal, and we are thrilled that you guys are taking your time and your efforts to be a part of our family.
Before we move along to 2021, let's talk about Barbara's birthday on the 13th of December. She received a very special gift from
Troubadour.
Troubadour, and it was a colorful Christmas. If you haven't checked that out, please go to their website, troubadour.com. A colorful Christmas. And there's lots of other great music there as well. Okay, 2021.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
It's got to be better.
I just pray that 2021 is better than 2020. But somebody said that 2021 was like looking at 2020 saying, here, hold my beer.
Don't say that.
I hope not. I hope not. Now to 2021. What do we have planned in 2021?
Well, we're hoping to be able to go to the Tampa RV show.
The Tampa RV Super Show, and that'll be mid-January.
Yes. And we have a special reason for going. We're going to be looking for a newer RV.
We're going to be checking out a lot of Class A's, a lot of diesel pushers while we're there. And not only those that are in the show, but those of our friends and new acquaintances who have RVs, preferably diesel pushers. That's what I'm looking for. Miss Barbara, what are you looking for in a new RV?
I need a little more room, especially like this weekend. We have realized because it's so much colder, the RV is so much smaller. So we need something that's a little bit bigger, some slides. I would like a bigger kitchen and just some little things that I think I would like. But we got to check out a lot of those features. Do the feel and touch before we buy.
And of course, you see behind us here is our bounder, Matilda. She has been a doggone good RV.
She really has, but Matilda's a beach home girl. She likes the flatlands, the lakes, the rivers.
The 200-mile trips.
Yes.
There and back. And we took her to Mayberry in October, and that pushed her pretty hard. But like a trooper, she came through.
She did.
But we're going to be looking for a new home for Matilda, and then we're going to be buying a new RV. What else are we doing? Hopefully here in mid-January when my knee heals up more.
Mid-January, when your knee heals up.
Downsizing.
Oh, yes. Well, that goes without saying. We're going to get the house emptied out, do some minor repairs, put her on the market.
We're going to go back and do our homework. We're going to watch Larry and Alice. We're going to rewatch their videos on downsizing. Then we're going to go watch Michael and Shelley's videos on downsizing, and we're going to watch anybody else's videos on downsizing, and we're going to do our best to take and from their learned lessons and apply those in our downsizing approach, because I really don't even know how to. You just look at it and it seems so overwhelming.
It does seem overwhelming, but living in this RV for the past year due to COVID, we have decided to live in the RV full time. Even though we've been in our own front yard, able to use our own laundry facilities and showers, we've had a lot of experience living in her and learning what we don't really need.
That's right.
That's going to be a big key.
A great trainer, beginner RV is what Matilda has been, and we have learned a lot, and we'll apply that in our new RV, and we look forward to finding the next Matilda.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll find her by April or May. I'm going to retire in April. I'm going to do it this time.
I'm holding him to it, because if he doesn't do it, I'm going.
She'll be full-time RVing without me. So anyway, April, and then hopefully by May, in that time frame, we'll have the new RV, because we've got to have time to give her a couple of short trips, because we really got a big summer plan.
We have a big summer plan.
And we're not going to let the cat out of the bag. Let me just say that we're going. We're going west, young man and woman. We're going west with a lot of good friends, and we cannot wait to meet up with them and do a trek out west and see some of the beautiful parts of this country.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So that really is what we have planned for 2021. Start downsizing, retire. Miss Barbara's going to finish up her work at the Abbeville Senior Center, and then we're going to find us a new RV, and then we're going to hit the road. That's 2021 for us. And we do ask that those of you who are praying people to pray for us. We need all of it we can get. All right, if you enjoyed this video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our videos. We certainly would appreciate that.
Share our videos.
Great way to get us out there is to share our videos. And those of you who helped us get so close to monetization, which hopefully we'll have in the next couple of days,
We will.
we thank you so much for that, each and every one of you, because as we sit here now making this video, we're less than 100 hours away from getting our review. So that's great. Maybe even by the time we do our New Year's Eve live stream, that'll be 10 o'clock Central Time. 10 o'clock Central Time on December 31st, New Year's Eve, right here on this Bat channel. That's RV Underway. It'll be a celebration of monetization and a good riddance to 2020, and a welcoming of 2021, and a prayer for a much, much better year for all of us. So once again, we thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. And we're going to go with a live stream right after this, so be sure and jump over to RV Underway, our YouTube channel, and hang out with us over there as we just kind of chit-chat at the end of this premiere.
Absolutely.
We thank you so much. And until we see you over there on the live stream, fair winds and following seas. Why lobster and never flounder? Eye octopus's face in, it'll only break her heart.